welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 24th of January 2025. This is Ariel, and today I'm reading with this very inexpensive deck of cards. This is the Marseille Tarot, the Jodorowsky deck, but it was made in Peru. So I put a link to that. So if you want an inexpensive tarot deck, this is an option. Just so you know, the quality of the cards is not great, but it's not unusable. Let's purify with this Roger and Gallet Extra VA. You can find links to purchase each of these products right in the video description of this video here on YouTube. Moderating today are the lovely Jennifer and the lovely Shirley. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much to everybody for joining us today for this daily reading. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Make sure you check out our shop over at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's applying to you, doesn't make sense to you, it may just not be meant for you. So don't try to force things, just disregard the reading if that happens. And you may want to check out instead your zodiacal signs reading, for the the reading for your zodiacal sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are easily found for replay on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. I do not read with card reversals, so I always flip cards right side up if they come out upside down. I've been reading the cards for about 40-ish years, and I've been reading without reversals for about 20 now, so it's what I like to do. If you'd like to donate to this channel, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. Or here on YouTube, you can use a super sticker or super chat if you're live in the chat thread, or you can use a super thanks on a restream. We do appreciate your support. Now let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Let's start out with the Page of Coins, followed by the Page of Cups, and then the Two of Coins. I like the pages here. This is newness. There's a fresh newness in the air for many of you today. Some of you have been feeling that already in regards to health or money. There's just some ideas, some learning, just new ways of looking at things, which is great. But today is really all about the good news. And you can't listen to the internal good news that's always available to you while you're impatient about what's going on outside. Remember, if you're impatient about money or you're impatient about health, whatever these coins mean to you, if you're being impatient about something, what that's doing is it's using a different part of your mind than the mind that is in you that can receive the good news. You can have, it's like two different radio stations. You can't tune into both. They're both available to you, but you can't tune into both. So if you're feeling impatient, if you're feeling restless, if you're feeling like, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Remind yourself, I'm listening to a station I don't want to listen to, and I'm going to just focus in on the silence. I'm going to take a moment. You don't have to sit in silence for periods of time. You just need a moment of silence where you can relax your body, relax your mind, and just ask for that divine good news to come into your being. You may get words, you may get pictures, but you may get nothing but silence. But the download is happening regardless. And so just recognizing when you're listening to the wrong radio station in your mind, and then making that conscious choice for just a moment to change the channel makes all the difference in the world. It really is all that it takes. Now, it's interesting that there's some impatience about money or health or whatever these coins represent, these assets of the coins, usually money, because it's saying that you're already on a great new road for money. I understand that we always want the manifestations immediately. Why aren't they happening? What is wrong? Nothing's wrong. It's just like when you put a cake in the oven, you can't say, I want it done now, and then expect it to work. You have to let it bake. And then you can't let it overbake. You can't let it underbake. But as soon as that cake test's done, you take it out and then you can frost it and eat it. And the same thing is going on with your money. It's baking. You don't want it, you don't want it underbaked. You don't want it overbaked. It's going to be just right if you remember to listen, if you remember to calm your mind and listen to the good news, rather than thinking that outward action is going to somehow get you what you want. Because when you've got the 2 of coins, outward action is what you don't want right now. If you're guided and directed to do something, that's very different, because it's done in a place of peace and wisdom. But just, going out there and throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks is not the way to get what you want. Nor is it's not necessary. There's no, according to this reading so far, but I'll open it up to see if I'm right. There's no reason for it. Everything is actually on the right track. It's just, it's not happening as fast as you want. Oh, here's even more indication that I'm right. There's our Knight of Coins. There's our World card. And then the 8 of Wands. So it looks like this impatience that you're experiencing, or that you might be experiencing today, is short-lived anyway. Because it looks like many of you anyway, have put up a really strong foundation for whatever this manifestation is that you're looking for. Like I said, it looks like for a lot of you, there's a financial aspect to it, but it just seems so much deeper than that. It's not just, I need this bill paid or I need more income. There is some of that, and you're more than welcome to it. But there's also looking at your finances as an extension of your worthiness, your inner worthiness, and understanding the more you understand how worthy you are, how valuable you are, how much the universe adores you, the more you realize that, the money is just a natural outcome of that. It's because that's what we use here in this world is money. In this world, money is a symbol of wealth and value. It's just a symbol. It has no inherent value, but it is a symbol. And so if you can get in touch with your true value internally, the external symbols of that are a given. And this World card is really driving that point home on top of this good news card, this Page of Cups, because not only are you available to hear the good news, which includes everything that you think you want in the physical world. We're not discounting those things, but there's so much more on top of it. But not only are you there for that, but recognizing that you have all of the power. You are the winner. You hold the winning hand. You have all the protection, all the empowerment, all the guidance, everything you could possibly need today to have not only this financial stuff, which is important, or the health stuff, that's important, absolutely, but so much more. And when you recognize that these things that you want are natural outcomes, they're natural. It's just like you plant a seed in the ground, and of course you're going to get that. If you were planting some trees, let's say, and you planted a bunch of apple trees in an apple orchard, and it was the perfect climate for apples, you're going to get apples. You have to be patient, but you're going to get apples. You're not going to have you're not going to get a cucumber vine. You're not going to get a whole watermelon patch when you planted apples. So you've planted prosperity, you're going to get prosperity. It's going to happen. But recognizing that prosperity is when you plant those seeds for prosperity, you don't want to limit yourself to, I need this money for this only. Recognizing that, like I said earlier, in this realm, money is the natural symbol for wealth and value. So if you value yourself internally and you accept how valuable you are, the external symbols of that are inevitable. It's just natural. And that's another way to plant those seeds without necessarily always having the goal of money. Right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't have financial goals. Of course, that's absolutely wonderful and fine. But I'm trying to expand our understanding of how financial prosperity can manifest. It's not only having financial goals, it's understanding how valuable we are in ways that are so much farther beyond what money really is. And money's just a little tiny symbol that sort of scratches the surface of what value means. But the infinite values you above anything that could ever be called valuable in this world. I don't care how many billions of dollars, jewels, oil wells, whatever you think is a big symbol of value here in this world. None of that, all of that, I should say, pales in comparison to how the universe already views you. But see, that doesn't do you much good if you don't accept it. It's just like having a big treasure chest filled with gold doubloons in your basement that you didn't know was there. It won't do you any good unless you know it's there and open it up. So today, listening to the good news is all about receiving an understanding of your inherent value and how the universe sees you. The universe sees us very differently than we see ourselves. So yes, all of these financial goals are important, and the universe wants you to have those things, but the universe doesn't want you to think that those things in and of themselves are the extent of your value. They're very pale, tiny little symbols that you're more than welcome to, and the universe wants you to have those things, but doesn't want you to diminish your own understanding of what value is. So as you understand that, as you really recognize that, and you dedicate your day to listening and receiving an understanding of your inherent value, you're going to notice a lot of the impatience and dissatisfaction with the world that might be experiencing or have been experiencing starts to just fall away. That's this 8 of Wands. It just falls away and dissolves quickly. It's a very quick dissolution of things. And what it looks like is being dissolved here with this 2 of Coins is this idea of impatience. Now, why would we have financial impatience? Because we think that that's the most important thing. If only I had this. If only I had this. And the universe is saying, you're more than welcome to have that. We want you to have that. But the road to having that is understanding that your value is so much greater than that. So much greater than that. That's not even a blip on the radar compared to what your true value is. You are so much more valuable than anything this world could ever offer. And once you get that, once you receive that, once you understand that and know that, you understand that that is a humble understanding of you. You're not puffed up when you realize how valuable you are. You're humble because then you realize how valuable everybody else is too. And together we have value that's uncountable. And when you understand those things and you really fall into that, you really lean into that understanding, all of this financial stuff is a given. It's easy. It's no big deal. And imagine all of the financial stuff working itself out in wonderful ways without all the stress, without all the worry, without all the impatience, all that stuff just dissolving. Well, that's the natural outpouring of your value as money that happens when you understand that the money is nothing compared to who you really are. And that of course you can have that money, but because that money is nothing. Not compared to your value. Your value is immense. You are invaluable. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much also to the amazing Jennifer and the amazing Shirley for moderating. And we will see everybody for another daily reading tomorrow. Until then, blessed be.